On this International Women's Day 2022, I welcome you on behalf of Square One community to this Zoom and Lunch, and I thank you for gathering in this sacred virtual space. Imagine with me, will you, a gender equal world, a world free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination, a world that's diverse, equitable, and inclusive. A world where difference is valued and celebrated. Today and together, we celebrate the barriers that we have broken down as individuals and as a collective in the journey to equality. Together we gather, together we stand, and together we will move forward. To begin this time, I would like to honor the land on which we gather. We acknowledge that the ground on which we stand is the traditional lands referred to as Treaty 4 territory, the original lands of the Cree, Ojibwe, Saulteaux, Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We respect and honor the treaties that were made on all territories. We acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past, and we are committed to move forward in partnership with Indigenous nations in the spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. In 2013, voices came together to create a unified song. From China to Costa Rica, from Mali to Malaysia, acclaimed singers and musicians, women and men, came together to spread a message of unity and solidarity through a song entitled One Woman. One Woman was written for the organization UN Women, the global champion for women and girls worldwide, to celebrate its mission and work to improve women's lives around the world. We felt this song was the perfect way to open our program today, and so I invite you to listen and let the words speak to you. Here we go.
In Kigali, she wakes up, she makes sad choice. In Hanoi, Natal, Ramallah, in Tangier, she takes a breath, lifts up her voice. In Lahore, La Paz, Kampala, though she's had to walk away, something in me wants to say, we are one woman, you cry and I hear you. We are one woman, if We are one woman. Your victory on top. We are one woman. You rise and I stand tall. We are one woman. The world is mine, and we shall
That song just, I get shivers every time I listen to it. It is such a powerful song, such a coming together. I absolutely love it. Well, today we are honored to have two guests with us who have had to break down some very major barriers in their lives. In preparation for today, I've had the honor of meeting with these women and hearing their stories and being inspired by their resilience, their courage, and their hard work. And I am honored to introduce them to you today. Our first guest is Aniso Muhammad. Aniso comes from Somalia, having moved to Canada just 7 months ago. She is currently a student at the Multicultural School here in Moose Jaw. Aniso is an inspiration and role model as she strives with deep passion for higher education. Welcome, Aniso.
My name is Aniso Hassan Mohammed. I'm from Somalia. I came to Canada last summer. I'm a student in multicultural school. Nice to meet you and happy International Women's Day. Yes. My story was I had a good parentage. Me and my siblings were taken to school, but my big barriers was my friends in my neighborhood. They were not going to school, and friends in my age always told me, Aniso, when you growing up, you getting married and having children, that's all. The school will not help you. Why are you bettering yourself? Take your time. And some words like this. Just, I felt worried and confused. But I liked my school. Every year, I was first place in my class. Yes, but I became low. Yes, my mom felt something wrong and encouraged me just because she was my best friend. Eventually, I continued my school until I finished. Just then I taught them just how to write and read. I say the best protection a lady or a woman can have is courage. This is important for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Aniso. Beautiful. What a difference to have a mom that was such an encourager for you. The next question, Aniso, what do you see as your greatest achievement?
Good question. I have had high achiever, but before I had no opportunity. I had 9 years refugee in Malaysia. I volunteered as a tutor for elementary science. Yes, I have more opportunities given to me by the Canadian government. I say thank you. My dream is two things. First, education. I want to be educated person. I would like to be a teacher. Secondly, to get teaching job and own business as well, self-sufficiency. I say I will do that, inshallah.
I believe you will do that. They're wonderful dreams, Aniso. What changes would you like to see happen for women?
Yeah, I want to make big changes as a lady. Yeah. Number one, I say be good neighborhood, because community is started in my neighborhood. Number two, I would find a way to make everyone more trusting and forgiving. This is important. Number three, I want to use my voice. You have opinion. Yes, I mean, get together and talk. And just getting together and talk other helpful way to feel supported. Yeah. Number four, I will give my time like volunteering, clean up a bar, volunteering library, daycare, seniors. Yeah. Just number five. Yeah. I will get involved in local government. That's important. Just I say successful women are clear about their goals. They believe they have a right to dream and achieve their goals, and just high self-esteem, confidence. Yeah, this also gives them the inner strength to go through challenge with an open mind and seek to learn and grow and have higher vision for life. Second thing I say is striking the right balance between job and family. Balance in just equal emphasis on spending time with children and family. Some believe in making them value them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And do you have any concluding remarks, Aniso?
Yes, I say the virtue of daughters are not hiding. They are mothers, sisters, wives, and they are half of society. And they give birth to other half as if they were the whole society. I say, don't stop until you are proud. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aniso. Yes, Julie and I agree. We clap together. Thank you so much. Appreciate all that you've shared with us, and you're such an inspiration, and your hard work is paying off. Thank you, Aniso.
Thank you.
Breaking down barriers involves change, changing laws, changing mindset, changing systems, and changing ourselves. Lynn Kirk, a member of our Square One Community Board, is going to share a poem in that light, and it's entitled, "We Are the Change." And I'm going to put the poem up for you to see as while he shares it.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, I just want to thank Aniso because that was amazing, your information, and I feel like I'm echoing with this poem that was written, not by me, I wish I had. And you said most of this in your talk, so thank you. If I could change one thing to help every girl see her worth, I would tell each girl, you can do this, and tell her that from birth. If I could change one thing to see more girls succeed, I would give every girl a different book, a book to pass on and read. If I could change one thing, it would be to make this world more fair. I would pay our girls an equal wage to match their male pair. If I could change one thing to help girls see all that they can be, I would portray our women in a natural light on screen and on TV. If I could change one thing to make more girls feel safe and sound, she wouldn't have to walk through the street with her gaze down on the ground. If I could change one thing when I see someone calling her names, I would stand by you and speak up without sinking down to their games. If I could change one thing about what I see in my reflection, I will confidently accept who I am and treat myself with affection. If I could change one thing about the path I am paving, no girl would be lost along the way with me at the finish line waving.
Those words are powerful, but the way you said it, Lynn, was additionally powerful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I'm honored to introduce our second speaker, and that is Feroza Feroza. Feroza fled from Myanmar to Malaysia and then came to Canada just 5 months ago. She is currently studying at the Multicultural Center here in Moose Jaw. She is the mom to Muhammad Ryan, who is 9 years old. Feroza is an example of true grit and courage and is an outstanding role model for her beautiful son and for us. Feroza, thank you for being here with us today and welcome to Canada. I'm going to ask the questions that we discussed, and I thank you for the great effort and work that you've gone to in preparation for today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Feroza. Feroza, what was your heartbreak and how did you deal with it?
Okay, everybody, good afternoon, and everybody, nice to meet all people, and then happy International Women's Day. My name is Feroza. My original country is Myanmar, but I come from Canada. I came in the last year, October 20. And I will answer that question. What was my heartbreak? Okay, my heartbreak was when I break up my husband. That time is June 2016. I don't know what I do, but I continue my life because I have the one child. At the time, my child is too young. I have no job. I'm so sorry.
You don't need to be so. Okay, take your time. Take your time.
I have no job at the time. What I should do for my son's future, I don't know. So I'm crying every day for 6 months. Because at the time I want my parents' help, but I don't have the parents.
Just take your time, Feroza. Take your time.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
That's okay. Just take a deep breath.
Yeah. I don't have the parents. My parents, so many long time they are loose in Myanmar. They still have, or they already died, or I don't know. So I think in myself, I cannot live like this because I must thinking for my son's future, education in his house, and everything. I must thinking about for my son. So I have to do for what my son. And then I will change everything, and then I'm applying for the job. But my first time job is they are reject, and then my second time also reject. But I did not give it. I'm tired, and then finally, and then I'm thinking about when I get the job. When I go to the job, my son is a who is a take care of my son. So I will go and find the babysitter, and then I go to the job. But I think this is a one job for I'm not enough because I'm still have childcare, houseman, and my child supports everything for baby formula, and then tonics, diaper, and something, everything. So I have to find another job, and luckily part-time job. I was very tired, but I cannot start my job. But I was able to get thought for the future for my son, because my son is my life. My son is my future. He is my everything. Thank you.
Rosa, thank you. You are
You're welcome.
you are such a courageous mom, and you've worked so hard for that precious, precious little Muhammad. What is your situation now, Firoza?
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Now my situation, everything is the best because I arrived in the Canada. I have no need to worry about my son's future and my future. And then my son educational also I am no need to about the worry. And then I'm feeling I got so many chances for my future, because my future, my dream is that inshallah, I will do it. Yeah.
Bless your heart. So what are you feeling grateful for in your new situation?
Now in this situation, I'm grateful to the God, and then I'm grateful the Canadian governments, because the government what accept me and my son. Government, the Canadian government, that don't know Firoza, who is Muhammad Ryan, they don't know, but they accept me and my son. So in here, I want to say the Canadian government, the people, I want to say thank you so much for now my new situation.
Thank you, Firoza. Thank you so much. And we are so glad you are here and that you are safe, as is your son. And I want to thank you with all my heart for sharing your story with us today. I just know that you are right now wrapped in so much love by every person that's on this call. I want you to feel that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I would now like to invite Nicole Lilico, who is the chair of the Moose Jaw Women Who Care, to read a beautiful selection. Nicole?
There we go. So this is an open letter in celebration of all women. All the words and all the names you were given, and all the ones you claimed and reclaimed. All the identities forced upon you and cast off, and those hard won and battle scarred. You paradigm shifters, you revolutionaries, you activists who take to the streets, you bread bakers and homemakers and nightmare tamers, you boardroom CEOs and hustlers and take no prisoners, eye on the prize, going for it all. You with the soft belly and strong thighs and arms that carry the weight of the world. You with the heart that builds home after home, and who knows when it's time to tear it all down to start again. You, the late night dancer and the early riser and the afternoon nap taker. You, the too much and the not enough and the one who has finally learned to name the color and texture of her own want. You, the phoenix, and you in the shadows, and you who embraces every glorious contradiction they tell you can't coexist in one human body. You, the selfie takers and the art makers and the brave and mighty and true storytellers who turn words into magic. You, the truth speakers that hold us accountable to something greater and better and more lasting. You, the hearth maker and firelighter and flame tender. You, the warrior, the dancer, the lover, the mother, the daughter, the one who blows all the limitations to smithereens. You, my mother, my teachers, my lovers, my friends, my sisters, my daughters, my all. And for all those who are viewed as women, or called women, or lumped into the category of women, but identify otherwise. For all those beings who live in the liminal and non-binary spaces, in between where the word woman does not encapsulate the totality of your being, or perhaps doesn't fit at all. And on days like today, you may feel more marginalized, or less belonging, or visible, or seen, or recognized in the way you want and deserve to be. If this is you today, know that we see you and honor you. Know that we are grateful for you, that we learn from you, that we respect your right to claim or not claim this day for you, or your body, or your being. These words are for all of you, for all of us, in holy gratitude.
Wow. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for sharing that beautiful reading with us, and thank you for actually reading it and the passion that you read it with. It just resonates in my soul deeply. So thank you so much. On this International Women's Day the world over, there are gatherings highlighting the needs of women and the power of women, the barriers and biases that we have broken down and through, and the barriers and biases that we continue to work at. The work continues beyond today. We want to encourage you to support financially and emotionally the work of women's rights, all people's equal rights, and programming in and beyond our community, that we might live without barriers and bias, so that all who have the opportunity to flourish. And Square One Community joins in that work in trying to meet the needs of women who are housing insecure, with the hope of a women's shelter in the near future. I want to say a very, very special thank you to Aniso and Feroza for gracing us with their presence today. Their stories and the inspirations that they are, and the great effort with which they took to be here today and to prepare for today, and to share such a vulnerable story with us. As a way of saying thank you and welcome to Canada, I will be bringing some handmade quilts to each of you. And these quilts were made by a very precious friend of mine, Colleen. And if you look in my screen, you'll see one behind me on this side, and my head is, and the other on this side. And these beautiful works of art I will be bringing to gift to you. And I hope that Aniso and Feroza, that when you wrap yourself in those blankets, that you will be wrapping yourself in our love, and especially the love of the woman who created them, Colleen. I promise you that every stitch that was stitched into those quilts was done with love. And so thank you from all of us to you. I want to thank everyone for being here today. I'm going to put put it on a full view so I can see the whole gallery of people. What a phenomenal gathering of people here. And thank you for being here, and bless each of you in who you are and all that you are doing as we help each other rise up. This concludes our program, but certainly not the work. And so on behalf of Square One Community, I thank you for joining us today. Let us go as individuals and as community to continue our work, that all might live freely and fully. Peace to each of you. Bye-bye.